Eyeballs ahead jokes.
Welcome back to episode 185 of iBooks and Head Chokes. It's your boy, Mr. Alex, and Mr. Cooler on the other end.
Yes, I am
We
here.
We had episode 184 last week, so if some of you guys are confused, we had it on Friday. We had Jay Bushi, WW Light Heavyweight Champion. Great interview with him. Awesome dude. Go check his shit out on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. All his social, and great guy overall. We loved having you on. Thanks again for being on. And yeah, hope to see you again soon. One real quick thing before we get into the rest of the show. We still got the Google Home Mini giveaway. It's free to enter. Click the link in the description below. You have nothing to lose. There's nothing to pay for, except for me if I have to send it internationally. So yeah. Besides that, again, thanks for being here. We're gonna we got quite a few things to talk about. Nothing too crazy, but still certain things. We got AEW that we're gonna talk about. New Japan. No, it's not that crazy. New Japan Cup.
You don't know.
I don't, because I don't care about tags right now. Miocic versus Cormier, UFC 252, and we have a big WWE weekend with the NXT Takeover 30 and SummerSlam 2020. So, which I don't know why it says 2019 on my on the web browser, but whatever. But yeah, we can start off with AEW. So tell me what happened that was so crazy about AEW. Was it that the Young Bucks picked up a win? Was that the craziness of it?
No, it wasn't that was crazy. It was just...
Let's run through the card.
Yeah, the first match was the Young Bucks versus Dark Order, Stu Grayson and Evil Uno. After that, we had Cody defeating Scorpio Sky to retain the new updated TNT Championship, which looks amazing.
It looks great.
After that, we had Hangman Page and Kenny Omega defeating Jurassic Express to retain the AEW Tag Team titles. After that, we had Hikaru Shida versus Heather Monroe. Not too sure who that was, but it was decent. I just need to see more from her defending her title. That should have been a title defense.
It wasn't?
No, it was not. It was not. If it was, it should have been known. It should have been because she had put out an open challenge, and she should defend her title pretty much every week.
Every week.
Absolutely. There's two open challenges and there's two shows. Both belts should be defended on both shows, being that it's an open challenge. After that, we had the $7,000 obligation match. Orange Cassidy defeating Chris Jericho.
Was the $7,000 obligation match because of the $7,000 jacket he ruined?
But of course, yes. But of course.
So what's the mechanic behind it? Like, if he lost, he has to pay him $7,000 for the jacket?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. But what if he wins?
Well, he doesn't have to
get paid $7,000? No, fuck that. You pay me $7,000 if I win.
No.
You pay me $7,000.
Fuck that. No.
Yeah. I don't give a shit if I fucked your thing up. You shouldn't have been a dick the whole time.
Nah, fuck that. You drenched me in orange juice in my white jacket. Nah. Either you pay
you to wear a $7,000 jacket to a wrestling fucking promotion. That's nobody's fault but your own. That's like me. That's like me. That's like me wearing Armani and going to a fucking NFL game.
That is not.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Because guess what? If there's a touchdown, fucking everything's gonna be going everywhere. I've been to those games. Or if I go wear Armani suits to a fucking NYCFC game or something like that, I'm gonna have beer spilled all over me if they score a goal. It's my own fault. It's nobody else's fault.
He's the champion, so it's very, very different. Yeah, it doesn't count. It doesn't count that way. No, it's not the same thing. He's not the coach. He's not gonna get drenched in fucking Gatorade. It's not the same.
I'm saying.
It could happen though.
All right, but what was crazy, like you said? You said something was crazy about the show, like so.
Nothing was too crazy. I like the Young Bucks and the Dark Order match. It was good. Just expected. I guess it wasn't bland. It wasn't over the top. It was what it was. Nothing crazy. What I really liked was the Cody and Scorpio Sky match. It was It was very back and forth. It was kind of slow pace, and it sped up a couple of times, a little bit throughout the match, but it was really close for Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky looked great, but
great wrestler, awesome
yeah,
all around. Like I have no complaints watching him anytime he's in the ring, whether it's solo or in tag. So yeah.
yeah, and that's one thing I do like. Everyone really wanted him to win, but at the same time, everyone kind of hates that Cody is the guy. Like,
yeah,
a lot of people are starting to hate Cody, and it's just like, get over it. He's not gonna lose the title yet because it's still early in the run, and if he does lose the title, whoever it is have to pick up with the open challenges to make it a reason for you to keep watching every week.
Absolutely.
So, like, everyone was just pretty much just trying to bury Cody online and just trying to say, oh, he's just gonna put himself over all the time, again and again and again.
He'll lose when he needs to. He'll lose when it's supposed to happen. He'll lose.
Yeah,
to the right person.
Exactly. Between them saying that, people are also saying like, "Oh yeah, now Scorpio Sky is like he's buried, he's done." Like, no, he's on TV. One loss doesn't mean anything. A title shot,
a title loss, not like exactly. It's like
it's the same thing as
how many times did Kenny lose before he beat Okada? Like, you know what I mean? Was he buried after that? No.
These are people that don't watch that. These are people that have not watched that. These are people that are.
Are these marks? Is that what you're saying?
Super marks.
Okay, then fuck them. Who cares what they think?
They're super marks. They're the worst marks because they just don't even know what the words and the phrases of wrestling mean, or just the words.
Go back to WWE. Go watch your baby league stuff. Go watch your Disney stuff. Like, whatever.
Okay. Exactly.
But one thing you said that you text me, it said Cody don't believe in mid-card titles. What does that mean?
He doesn't believe that there's a mid-card title. That's what he was saying. Based on, it's kind of true, based on what title can actually be the main event of a pay-per-view.
Okay, in that respect.
That's
that's what he means by that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, boy, your shit's a mid-card. But I have no problem with the mid-card title being the main event. I mean, we've seen that millions of times before with WWE when the IC title was the main event, or the North American Championship with NXT has been the main event thing of the evening. So that's not a problem, and I completely agree with that on that respect. But it's just a mid-card title, bro. But he doesn't want it to have the prestige of a mid-card title, probably a la WWE. He wants it to be the number 2 title. You're the number 2 guy in the company.
Well, if that's the case, you should be defending your shit on both shows.
Yeah. But
to show that, like if you want your title to be so prestigious and so known and so highly regarded, you should defend it.
I agree. Not all the time, but I agree.
No, not like twice a week.
Maybe once a month.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay. Most definitely. It should be on there. Like, he shouldn't defend the title twice a week every month.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like every week he shouldn't have to, but especially when it's an open challenge, you should be on both shows. Yeah. Especially like you want people to watch. So there are some people that's just not watching a YouTube show just because it's on YouTube, and
which is understandable, but at the same time, it's just like sometimes, honestly speaking, I'm like, it's a Tuesday, and I forget. Like, you forget sometimes. It's like because it's on YouTube, you forget. If you don't have that thing saying, "Hey," like the notification on their page, it's not gonna pop up on your notifications. Like, I do have for other streamers.
The YouTube reminders are sometimes trash.
Sometimes happen midway through the thing, and I'm just like, I would have liked to have known this before.
I don't get them.
It might be like a caching issue with the actual app itself, but no, it's gotten way worse. Honestly, I don't know what it is, but it's gotten way worse.
And there's another reason why some people don't actually watch AEW Dark is because a lot of the talent are fairly unknown, more new, and.
But that's why you should give it a shot sometimes,
Yeah. But that's.
But again, that's for the marks that won't I don't know this guy, so I'm not gonna watch it. How the fuck else are you supposed to learn who people are?
I will say that they
These
like
same people have
AEW.
never been to a fucking indie show, most likely. So it is what it
Yeah,
is. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
guess what? Guess we interviewed fucking Austin Theory before he went to NXT. So
A
yeah,
whole year.
and that's where we met him at an indie show. So
A whole year before he went to Raw, actually.
yep, we met AR Fox, Tasha Steeles now. Like so many
Yeah,
people
and
fucking
Tasha's on Impact.
exactly. And you got fucking Big Swole. We met Big Swole too. Like
Yeah. Oh, they the shit.
yeah, we met a lot of people on the indie circuit and people just like they decide to mark out. It's like I can have mark out. You won't know shit coming up. You won't see the up and comers. Like
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? You should have went to the brunch that I forgot. It was sometime last year that
it was
Job
it was a birthday brunch that I couldn't make. Yeah.
that LAX was at.
Yeah.
It was LAX at the time. Now
And we saw LAX at fucking, at an indie show before they went
Hog.
to fucking
Yeah.
exactly.
Was that Hog?
No,
That
it was Battle
Hog.
Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either
so,
way, support your local wrestling.
yeah, absolutely. Anything else with AEW? Because I kind of want to move on. There's a lot of other stuff to talk.
I think Hangman Page and Kenny Omega's title run should be either over or really challenged. They need a real challenge. FTR is pretty much building steam right now, but they're fairly new.
What about Lucha Bros, Mexican, Cero Miedo? Huh? What about that?
Yeah,
what about them?
Yeah. Honestly, yes, but they're pretty low in the ranking because they haven't been here for a while. So
that's true. So who's next in the ranking then?
I'm not even sure, but I would personally.
Who would you want to see as like challenging them for the titles?
I'm going New York all day.
Okay, fair enough, and I would like to see them in the title picture too. Like, yeah. I think it's about time, honestly. And yeah, so.
Yeah, I'm definitely going proud of.
I would go PMP, rep New York, and hopefully I mean, it's gonna happen eventually to the point where the team breaks up because of the issues and whatnot, and but at the same time,
yeah, that's definitely happening because
it's just a matter of when, really.
It's gonna happen soon. Maybe they might not break up. Maybe they will actually just lose the titles because of it. Because
some stupid shit.
Yeah, because it's just everything. It's everything between the Elite, the
FTR coming in,
and everything too. So yeah. And one thing that we didn't actually touch on for AEW was the tag team appreciation thing, right? So we had the Brain Busters who's Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard in the ring with the Rockers. They had a whole back and forth. Tully was like, okay, everyone's saying that they're the greatest tag team in this ring, but nobody in here has titles. So FTR and the Young Bucks was in there. And Tully was just giving them shit like, nobody in here is the best. Like, no one has gold in here.
Yeah.
So you can't say you're the best. You might be good looking together as teams, or you could do this and you could do that, but you're not the best. So yeah, like
they're right. If you don't have the title, you ain't the best. It's that simple. So, yeah. So I saw that they had some releases. 3 people got released from AEW. Who got released?
Yeah, so Jimmy Havoc got released. Remember, he was going through
the rehab and all that stuff.
The rehab. He had rape allegations and all. He had a whole bunch of allegations from speaking now. Sadie Gibbs is also one of the 3, along with B. Priestley. They're still stuck on the other side of the world right now. So that's partly.
That makes sense. I mean, I would have put them like on furlough at least. I wouldn't have like released them, but then at least if
it depends on what that release looks like.
Yeah, that's true. Because like if it's like a hey, if shit gets better, because like B. Priestley is most likely with the man right now. So and they live in Japan, so.
Or London, or one of the 2.
Yeah, exactly. Either way. I'm most likely Japan because it's probably safer there right now than most other places.
I don't know because we haven't seen Will on TV as well either. But
that. I mean, that doesn't mean that it's not safe.
Yeah,
that just means that he doesn't want to perform and he's not.
That doesn't mean that he's not in Japan. Actually, exactly. Because he was also going through some mental things as well. Because a friend of his, remember Swords of Essex, Eric Wainwright got accused of some stuff, and he came to his aid, and the internet pretty much chewed him up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been taking a toll on him. So yeah, I wouldn't say he needs wrestling at this point right now.
Nah, nah.
Like let
He's
get
accomplished
it.
a lot. Just chill,
Yeah,
reset, and fine.
get back into the right mental space, and whenever is possible, whenever you need, whatever you need, get into it. But
Facts.
yeah, Sadie and B Priestley both got released from AEW.
Okay.
Honestly, I like that. One thing that I do like about AEW is that it actually took so long for them to release anybody because
they at least tried to like
yeah,
probably make it work if anything. So
yeah. And I would have hoped if like the two of them, if they are both, depending on where both these women are, they could have done something behind the scenes in the city to highlight AEW something. I'm sure that they went through many different options to see what they could and couldn't do. I
shit
would think,
happens, man.
yeah, because
That's the world right now, unfortunately.
yeah, between British wrestling is just not looking that good, even with NXT UK. They're doing a bunch of highlight shows as well, so it's understandable.
All right. Since we mentioned, Osprey, we could probably just move on to New Japan because he's synonymous with New Japan. New Japan, real quick. Wow, like that screen like really makes it bright. Look how much
Yeah,
of a difference it is.
yeah,
All right, let's put it on
yeah.
this side then. Cool. So then that way, like there's at least something there. So New Japan, real quick. I'm not gonna go through the tag matches. I don't give a fuck.
TJP,
It's more so about the New Japan Cup USA.
PJ Black,
And you know what? They lost anyway, so who gives a fuck?
not PJ
But
Black. PJ Black
no,
won.
PJ Black won. I'm fucking PJ Black. I don't give a fuck about the other two. But as talented as they are, I'm never gonna shit on their talent. I'm never gonna say anything different about that. But I could give a shit less. But the surprise thing, the third match of the night, was David Finlay versus Tama Tonga, and David Finlay actually beat Tama Tonga. And I'm working out and shit. No, I'm working out and shit, and I'm just like what the. It's like, what's going on? Like, did this just happen? I was like, Tama, what the fuck? So I was kind of annoyed about that. And then like we had
played that match about 4 times to figure out.
It's only 7 minutes long. It's only 7 minutes long. I'm like, how you lost in 7 minutes? To
Honestly,
not to shit on David Finlay because David Finlay's good.
It's just 7 minutes. But you know what? The one thing that does actually make sense behind the scenes type shit is
you don't want 2 Bullet Clubs. That's where it boils down to.
And I kind of thought that was going to happen anyway. But at the same time, also behind the scenes is David Finlay and Juice usually always loses to God.
Yep, because of fuckery, not because it's flat out. It's mainly because of fuckery, and that's what he said right after the match. He was like, "I've been saying it for years. You can't beat me 1-on-1. Blah blah. You or your brother." So like, yeah. So it was a great win for him. I didn't expect it to finish that fast, but it did. So it is what it is.
But
no, I mean, I was too. I want to see him in the final, so I want to actually have him win the fucking thing. But it is what it is. Shit happens.
Yeah, honestly, I would most definitely prefer Tama Tonga over Kenta, but at the same time, I get it.
Yeah, I get it. I completely get it. And then after that, we had Jeff Cobb versus Kenta in a great 14-minute match, hard hitting back and forth. Kenta was kicking the shit out of him at certain points. And Jeff Cobb's just a fucking beast. Like
I thought he was
somebody
gonna win.
his size.
I thought it was gonna be completely opposite for both matches.
Me too. I was going the exact same way you were. So like Jeff Cobb's a beast, and then he just got fucking rocked right in the nuts right at the end because of the referee not seeing it, and then he got rolled up. He got rolled a motherfucker up, So
Kenta, I like it.
I mean, Kenta's nice with it. Kenta's been, since he joined Bullet Club, since he like fucked up Katsuyori Shibata, like it's and which is his boy, he's been on a roll. So I mean, and he had an amazing G1 last year. And he tailed off, but like he had an amazing G1, and So now it's Kenta versus David Finlay for the New Japan Cup USA, which gives them at the final, which gives them the opportunity to challenge Jon Moxley for the US Championship, for the IWGP US title. So
at least that's going to be in LA.
Yeah, so he can't get to it and he can't defend it, and he most likely will probably lose it to either Kenta or David Finlay, honestly, at this time, because it just makes sense, at this point. I prefer he would keep it, but I think Kenta's gonna win it. Because
It's gonna be Kenta, only because AEW and New Japan is still going at it because of Kenny. I'm not even gonna say AEW. I'm gonna say Kenny and New Japan.
I wouldn't even say
And
Kenta because of that reason. I would say mainly David Fit, either one of them, just because like, hey, you're over there now, like so, and you
yeah,
can't come over here to defend it. So what's you know what I mean? Like,
but you're
but
holding
mainly
shows. He should have really had a show. He should have had a title match on one of the earlier weeks too. Like last week, he should have had a title defense for the title. Moxley. That would
there's
have
no
been
real
nice
point. It
just to
would have
give
been.
him one more. And like, amazing.
I mean, he's already a 2-time champ on top of that too. You can't
Yeah.
forget that.
Also, but I'm also thinking of like AEW reps being
You're
there
looking
as
too long.
well.
No, you're looking
I
way too
know.
much.
I know. No.
Everybody's
I'm
so
just
fucking
saying,
sensitive right now. So
very sensitive.
I
But
get it. I get
but
it.
that's Kenny. Kenny is an EVP. He's not. He's just EVP. He's not the P.
Like I said, I get it, but everybody's just being a little bitch about everything right now. So
That would be amazing.
people don't want to make money. That's what it is. It's like when you get to. It's like when you're in New York and you want to go home and you hail a cab and not use Uber and you're just like, hey, I want to go from New York to from Manhattan out to any of the other boroughs and they don't want to take you because it's outside of Manhattan. And it's like, oh, so you're allergic to money? Is that what it is? Fine, go fuck yourself. I'll go make my money on my own.
No, it's just because ain't nobody. You can get cabs are just not. They don't
want to make money
themselves.
No, I'm saying they don't want to make money. That's what I'm referring to. So neither company wants to make money together.
Yeah.
So,
they don't think that the risk is worth the reward, but it really is. Like it should be a working relationship there. It most definitely should be, and even for like the fact of excursions for people, it should be an excursion. It should like we don't know where Jeff Cobb is going. Jeff Cobb is hinting at being signed. Yeah, but he's hinting at being signed somewhere. No one knows where yet. He says he's not going to announce it. The company is going to announce it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like that would have been great if he would have signed with one of these two companies and maybe New Japan, and he would have been able to be used in 3 different places, Ring of Honor as well. But whatever about Ring of Honor. But it's just about choices. I would love to see the US, the IWGP title along with the AEW title. Like
it would be nice. It would be cool.
Top of each other. Like those are 2 big, beautiful belts.
I agree.
That's it.
So yeah, that was New Japan. We can move on to UFC 252.
We want to talk about everything, all 5 matches, or all 2?
I mean, I'm gonna run through the matches real quick. It's nothing too crazy. We could just talk about a couple matches. The main ones. So we had John Dodson losing to Merab. I don't know how to say your last name. Bashili. Whatever.
I was listening for the name and I could not hear they didn't even say it.
Yeah, won by decision. They just kept saying Merab. So so Merab, congratulations on your win. After that, we had Daniel Pineda defeating Herbert Burns by a TKO, and he won. He got the performance of the night, so he got the extra monies. He got that monies.
Got that
so
pay.
Good knockout. Great performance. After that, we had heavyweight bout Junior Dos Santos versus Jairzinho Rosenstruck. Fucking weirdest last name. But hey, he got the win. Knocked out Junior Dos Santos in the second round. Actually, like it didn't look like much of a knockout, but then like once you really like slowed it down and saw how he caught him, I was like,
a knockout.
Big boy got power, so and that's what he goes on as by like big boy. So like big boy got that fucking power, and everybody knew he had that power. So like good for him. That he got the win, came back with a win. After that, we had Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. This is supposed to be one of the better matches of the night. It was a co-main event. Unfortunately, you could see at one point Sean O'Malley like did like a stutter step, but completely fucked it up and rolled his foot forward and under. And I don't know if he broke it. I didn't look up on like anything afterwards, but like I'm sorry, Marlon, you ain't win.
He didn't break it. He
might have sprained it heavily, and he just couldn't fucking take it. But
UFC said there's no breakage or anything like that, but he has to go through an MRI to see if it's a tendon tear or anything like that.
That's what I'm saying. So like something happened to the foot, obviously. Something
Well, yeah,
like either
possibly a
at least
tendon tear, but
hyperextended or something, but like
yeah,
no, yeah, because he couldn't put fucking pressure on it afterwards. After the
it
fight, like
was swollen
yeah,
immediately.
he couldn't do shit. So like like I don't like to take a win away from somebody, but like it's not really a win because he kind of like was already pretty much holding his leg and trying to do as much as he could after that. Like shit happens. It was a freak thing that would never happen to him otherwise. I mean, you got the win, but you ain't win.
No, I'm not gonna take it away from him. It's a win.
I'm not taking it away from him. It's just he ain't win. The foot won. The foot lost.
Well,
the foot was the cause of the losing. Like, and at the end of the day, it's Sean O'Malley's own fault for like his brain just fucking shutting down real quick while he was making that movement and then restarting, because like he's never. It's just
yes and no. I'm not gonna chalk it up to the foot.
No, I'm gonna chalk it up to the foot because that's the reason why.
I'm not, because like, okay, good. I understand that everything, like you have, like your legs are the most powerful things in your body, and everything, all the weight of your whole body is on your legs, which is on your feet. So I completely get it. You're using your foot to do all, like you're mainly a kicker. I completely agree, but that was
I'm just saying that the foot set up his own.
It was the beginning of the downfall.
On his foot, yeah, it was the catalyst for him losing, and him just like he just literally fell on his back. It's not like he got punched. He didn't get shoved that fucking hard. He just fell on his back. He knew he was in trouble already, and then like Marlon. Don't get me wrong, credit where credit is due. Marlon Vera he was like, you know what, fuck it. If you can't get up, I'm gonna wail on you. Which happens,
okay,
but it's not. It's not the win you would want. That's what I'm referring to. Like it's a win, but it's not. It's not the win that like it's not like like he ain't shit type win. Like no,
the win is a little salty because of how other people are gonna perceive the win.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
I think the win. I think it's fine because if it's not a good win, if it's not a fine win, I'm more so blaming the ref more than anything because the ref stopped it. The ref, the ref stopped it because he noticed. Yeah, and it's the same thing. Like if you break a leg and you can't use your leg, it's a loss.
It's a ref stoppage. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's not. I'm not saying that it's not a legit win because it is a win. A win's a win's a win's a win. It's just that's not how you wanted to win, and I know that's not how Marlon Vera wanted to win. Because it was a fairly contested. It was a fairly closely contested fight until all that shit happened. The first round was going back and forth.
I'm gonna say this. This is definitely not how he wanted to win because this guy is
he's a banger, dude.
Shane O'Malley is a huge troll, and if you did not notice his hair was in the color of this guy's flag.
Oh, I didn't care. I didn't look at that.
No, but that's still some troll shit. So if I'm Vera, I definitely want to knock his head off.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the only reason why I would say it's not the win that I would want if I were him. Yeah. Other than that, a win is a win.
That's what I said. A win's a win's a win's a win. But it's just like
I'm not buts. No buts.
It is.
I'm taking it. And I can see a rematch happening sooner or later.
That's what I'm mainly getting at. Like because of what happened, that's why like they'll probably run it back eventually, depending on how long Sean O'Malley is out. But whatever,
they should. And they should.
And then afterwards, we had Stipe Miocic defeating Daniel Cormier in a decision win.
Is that how you want to win after being?
Some say.
Is that how you want to win after poking somebody in the eye and later on finding out that he had a torn cornea?
He got poked in the eye too.
Yeah, but one person has a torn cornea. One person.
That was at the end of the match, though. That wasn't at the beginning.
That was in the third, in the middle.
If he wanted to stop fighting, he could have stopped fighting.
It's something that. So it's the same shit.
Sean O'Malley stopped fucking fighting too. He was already like going like this, like nah, like, and that's why the ref stopped the fucking fight.
Yeah, well,
so if he wanted to stop fighting, he would have stopped, which is what happened. That's why I'm saying it's a win, but it's not. Yes. I don't want to hear excuses because Daniel Cormier was actually getting his ass beat for at least 3 to 4 rounds.
And he was, yeah, he was, but still. But at the same time,
Because he won the first round
if
with the
you have
takedown.
fighting spirit, you're not gonna want to stop. If you're
All
gonna
right
fight,
then. So I don't want to
fight
hear
through.
that.
You're gonna fight through. Exactly. So
No,
it's
no.
like,
There's a difference when it's a championship match.
yeah. Oh yeah. It is. It's completely different. But at the same time,
I get it. There's gray area. There is gray area. I'm not pretending that there's not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it is a lot different when it's a championship match. I'm pretty sure Sean O'Malley, if it was a championship match, he would have done everything in his power to just hop that shit and fight one-footed. Exactly.
But he's still early in his career anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. So he'll bounce back either way. But I think it's time for DC to just, you're done. You had a great career, bro.
He said he was. He said he was done.
Oh, I mean, did he say like he's officially done? Did he say I'm retiring?
He did not use those words, but he said.
Nah, I want to hear I'm retiring. Not what he there's no championship fights to fight for. Because you're not going to get another opportunity.
He said he only wants to fight for the championship, and he said after this match, it doesn't look like it's going to be another one in my future.
Nor should you. So you should have just been like, I'm retiring right now, Dana.
I'm not going to just blatantly say that. You never know.
That's literally what he said. No, why would he get another title shot? He lost 2 in a row.
He gonna lose weight? He gonna go back to light heavyweight?
No, he's not. He's already 41, bro. I'm not saying that he can't do it, but dude,
it's gonna be hard to lose that weight and didn't make.
It was hard the first time.
Yeah.
He said it was fucking difficult as fuck the first time. So it's just like I think honestly it's the perfect time. Like we said it, win or lose.
Yeah.
That's it.
Everyone said it, but he looked good. It wasn't a bad loss.
Not saying he didn't look good. Yeah.
I just think he
could have done things like slightly different, like go take him to the ground again. You're a wrestler. What are you doing trying to stand up with him the whole time? Like you took him down the first time. You held him for a bit,
those body shots was crazy.
If you just use what you like, you don't have to stand up the whole time. And I get you want to stand up because you knocked him out the first time, then he knocked you out, and you want to try to knock him out. Fucking win! Like
a win is a win.
Win's a win.
You tap out or you.
Because nobody knocked anybody out, so it was just like I'm like, dude, like, and we were texting the thing. I'm like, why isn't he taking him to the ground? He's a wrestler. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, I wasn't texting, but yeah.
I mean, you were at first, but then you just faded to fucking black. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I took a nap.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I took a nap throughout the whole show in real time. I was so pissed off.
But you know what? Though at the same time, those little check marks were going off, so you were looking at it.
No, I swear I was not. Those check marks don't fucking count unless you're the first one to see it.
They only fill in until everybody sees them.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Not me. Listen, I was asleep.
I'm just saying.
I wish I was not asleep, but I was asleep because I woke up and I see mad messages between just you and Tav. I mean, not you and Tav, you and E, and I'm like.
You know Tav don't fucking respond.
Exactly. He doesn't read. He just swipes. He marks as red.
Fucking jerk. Anyways, so that was UFC 252. We can move on to the WWE weekend. We have NXT Takeover 30. We're just gonna run through the cards. I'm not gonna beat around the bush with this shit because whatever. I'm not even gonna be in a good locale to actually watch it. So I'm not even watch the whole thing. But either way,
watch it. Why aren't you
either way?
Watch it?
We have on NXT 30
because that's on Saturday too.
What's AEW?
It's on Saturday because of the NBA.
Oh, I don't care. I told you I'm gonna be in Long Island and shit. I don't give a fuck. So we have NXT Takeover. The actual matches that we have already, there's only 3 that are actually confirmed. We have Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee. NXT Women's Championship, Io Shirai versus Dakota Kai. I just like saying her name like that. And NXT North American Championship, Bronson Reed versus Damian Priest versus 3 to be determined people in a ladder match. So it's most likely going to be good. It's
Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, Cameron Grimes, Johnny Gargano, Ridge Holland, Finn, or it's Johnny Gargano or Ridge Holland.
Get Johnny Gargano out of here.
And it's also an option between Finn Balor and Velveteen Dream.
Oh, you mean he wasn't kicked out for the allegations?
No. If Matt Riddle didn't get thrown out of here, he's not getting thrown out of here.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's not like they murdered somebody and covered it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
Although he got kicked out of the Hall of Fame, but still,
whatever. Who
that
cares?
don't mean nothing.
So we have the also predicted matches. It's the NXT Championship, Keith Lee versus Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross has been fucking stomping motherfuckers since he got there. Great wrestler. And then at the same time, NXT Cruiserweight Championship, Santos Escobar, I don't know who you are, versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. So those are the predicted matches. He's okay.
I would like Swerve to get a pay-per-view match.
I mean, he should. Why not? I'm not saying no.
I'm really confused about how they did not let Kushida go over Cameron Grimes in Velveteen Dream, because they had a triple threat match. I'm very confused about that. It's Kushida.
Not American. That's what I'm gonna chalk it down to. And that's NXT 30. We don't know exactly the last two. Hopefully they do have those matches. So we always get a 5-match card with NXT anyway. So I think it's gonna be a good one. And after that we have SummerSlam. We have the Slam of Summer.
It's gonna be at the Amway Center.
The SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Oh, who cares? So we have I'm just gonna run through the card. We have Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville in a hair versus hair match. We have Bayley versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Raw Women's Championship match. Sasha Banks versus Asuka. So she's going for the title twice. Like I said, it should happen. Get your hand out of your face because I can't see it because the whole fucking color just went away from it. Thank you. There you go. You're fucking the light.
I don't know what's going on.
No, I'm telling you.
Super bright for no fucking reason.
It's the shadow. That's what it is at the back. Then after that we have the Monster. Now he's the Monster Braun Strowman. Get the fuck out of here. The Monster Braun Strowman versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt for the Universal Championship.
It's what happens when Bray pulls you into a swamp. That's exactly.
I'm gonna do that noise.
No one cares.
Nobody cares.
No one.
I just hope he loses it, like, for real, because Braun Strowman won that by dumb luck. Anyways, Apollo Crews is the MVP for the United States Championship match, I actually want to watch that match.
That should be the main event. Like Cody said, no, no mid-card.
Then we have Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins in a street fight because Dominic got upset that he got his ass whooped by Seth Rollins. And you know what? Good on you for taking those licks and showing that that you're with it and you want to be part of it all and getting your ass whooped that way. So yeah, good on you. Then we have the Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza for the Raw Tag Team Championship match, and Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the WWE
They're
Championship
still
match.
The champions? Oh shit.
Whatever.
That's a good run.
Yeah. That's what happens when you don't get put on TV to defend the titles. So yeah, for me, I got Sonya Deville. I want Asuka to be double champ and beat the shit out of both of them. It probably won't happen. Again, comes down to being the international thing. But hopefully it does. Bray Wyatt.
Sasha's gonna lose the belt again. They better not make Sasha lose the fucking belt again after one title defense. They better.
These are my picks. Bray Wyatt.
Oh my God!
I got MVP actually winning this one. I do want Apollo Crews to win it, but I could see MVP winning it. I want Seth Rollins to beat the shit out of Dominic Mysterio, but I want Dominic Mysterio to put on a great thing, but he's just not at that level yet. And then if you're gonna put your mask on, put it on correctly, not don't be like
because
those
the screen
got
dark again, bitch.
Oh, it did? Is that why? So maybe you shouldn't put it on. And then Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. I'll pick Drew McIntyre to keep it because give him the run. And the Street Profits will probably retain, but I could see cheesy doodles from Andrade and Angel. So,
I'm rooting for everybody that's black and Spanish, so I'm going.
So how? I mean, then how?
For that match, switch the titles.
It's a tie? Oh, okay, fair enough. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else pressing real quick because we only got 2 minutes?
So apparently, it's gonna SummerSlam's gonna be at the Amway Center. It's gonna be they're gonna use virtual fans. They're gonna use video.
They're copying from soccer, pretty much. Yeah, I got it.
Pretty much, yes. They're gonna use pyros and lasers and drones and shit.
Oh, now we can have fucking pyro back, right? You fucking jerks.
Well, you
In the economic downturn, you can have
you
pyro, but
you
when you're making money pre fucking COVID, you
you
can't
fire
have.
people. You fire people and you put pyros in place of that.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
exactly. Exactly.
You got people
Um,
got fucking furloughed and laid off for fucking pyrotechnics. Remember that shit. Continue. Just saying.
no,
That's what
no.
happened.
Of course it is. That's
Yeah.
I
Continue.
really don't have anything else to
That's
say
it.
about WWE at least. Apparently 2 weeks ago, but last week AEW had Bischoff at the show, and they taped that 2 weeks ago, and they said that the information was leaked by a NXT reject. This is what Jericho said. Jericho called whoever this person was. He didn't specify no names or anything. He just said, "We know who you are, and you're an NXT reject, so you won't be welcome back." And I'm just loving the realness that Jericho is actually keeping with everything that's happening. Like it's pretty much like fourth wall breaking.
Good.
I like it. You have like as much shit as AEW gets versus WWE. It's unrealistic because
Call them out. Fuck it.
yeah, exactly. It's unrealistic sometimes because you gotta remember this is a company with 3 shows and a network versus one company that has
One show on a YouTube.
yeah, exactly. Fucking
And it's still managing to keep up. So
yeah. Yeah. So also like I was saying, Dynamite is gonna be on Saturday.
Right.
Saturday.
So like explain like what's going on because of the
NBA is more important to TNT than AEW.
Oh no, it is. I'm sorry. It is.
AEW. No,
That's what. No, I'm just saying that's where the monies is.
Yeah,
So,
of course,
we get
of course. So it's nothing.
There's
It's
a
not
whole
a
bunch
stupid,
of like reworks because of the like
exactly.
rescheduling. Yeah.
It's not a stupid choice for TNT to say, "Hey, AEW, you're new money, but you're not as
And
much
you know
money
what?
as NBA."
It was gonna happen regardless,
Yeah,
whether COVID or not. Then I'm sure they were fully aware of that ahead of time.
yeah.
So
Because it's happened. It's always happened. Whenever TNT had even 20
Even
something
with
years ago when WCW was there, it was happening.
Exactly.
So it's only right to do that. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna have Dynamite on this Saturday. They're gonna play the first half of All Out on Wednesday after the NBA, and it's also going to be on YouTube. And same thing as far as the next following week. So they're going to have All Out on TNT and on YouTube for the next 2 weeks on Wednesdays, and Dynamite is going to be on the next 3 actually.
The next 3 Saturdays.
Yeah, the next 3 Saturdays.
Makes sense.
And they
said
said
they have the playoff games during the day, so.
Yeah. And then they're gonna have a special. They're gonna have a special Dynamite 1 hour special of Dynamite on September 16th. Hey, my birthday. After the playoffs. So
after the final?
Yes, after.
Okay. No, the NBA finals are on ABC usually anyway. So after after the semifinal round.
Whatever that is on that night. Whatever it is going to have 1 hour of Dynamite after it. So,
cool.
Which makes sense because, it's usually on ABC, and it's usually like an extra hour after actual basketball of a celebration anyway. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of smart. And I was saying this before to you, like I think it's smart just to like figure out what the numbers are going to be because. Is Dynamite is AEW? They've been talking about either getting another show or adding another hour, and it would not be smart to add another hour. It would not be smart to add another hour.
I will stop. I would like literally not watch because of that. Because you're making the same, like even more so because you're making the same mistake.
You don't even watch now. You watch later on.
So I won't watch the full fucking 3 hours. Period.
Yeah, no, that's very different from what you're saying. But you just pick and choose. But I like this because you get to figure out what the numbers are going to be against competition and against no competition because like I said, this Saturday is NXT 30 and Dynamite is going to be on at the same time. You get to figure out what your numbers are going to be with competition of WWE in their network, and you get to see what's no competition based on not having any wrestling on free TV.
True.
So, and I've said this before, and you were like, "Oh no, it's too soon. It's too soon." I'm like, no, it's not too soon. It's something that they're forced to do to have a show on a Saturday, and this is before.
I think it's you were saying to have a show on a Saturday. This is happening because of a reschedule because of NBA final or NBA playoffs. It wouldn't have happened. Period.
No, but this is the thing. I said that you just didn't realize that was the reason why, because this is it's the same schedule, but they planned it before. Of course not.
You didn't say shit. I'm saying a second show wouldn't really work on a Saturday.
The picture that I sent said that it was being
you
rerouted.
Said that today, yeah.
I didn't say that before.
Not 800 years ago when you first mentioned it. That's what I'm saying.
I sent that in the group chat with all of us. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did.
Did anybody respond? No. But what I'm saying is,
you responded to what I wrote. You didn't respond to what I actually put up.
In terms of having a show on Saturday,
I sent a link, and you guys don't look. You didn't look at the link. That's what happened.
Because I be working.
I'm not.
Sometimes you forget.
Listen, I'm not saying you do or don't. I'm just saying I sent something. You didn't look at it. And I went on to say it's smart to have a show on Saturday to figure out what's happening for the future. So
okay, yeah, but you're saying it. But you're saying it as if they're doing it just because. No, they're doing it for a reason. No, they have to.
That's how you took it because you didn't look at the link. Had you looked at the link, you would have noticed that. But no, that's the only argument there. But being that they have to do it. It's smart that they have to. It's smart that they.
It gives them the automatic. Yeah, it gives them the automatic tryout. Like, oh, okay, can something be done on Saturdays? Yeah, I get what you mean by that. I get what you mean by that, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean on the other side of things. Like, it's not like they were. But what I'm saying is like it's not like they were planning to have a Saturday show and do a second show. It's because they're just doing it because of circumstances, obviously. So
because at the same time they still have to figure out. They're talking about launching a second show. They have to figure out where it's going to be, what other day. Honestly, wrestling is on pretty much 7 days a week. Now
I need them to have a second show. That's all I'm saying right now. That's just me.
Give them some time. Give them some time.
I'm saying right now, within the next 3 years, you don't need to have a second show. That's me.
It's going to happen though.
That's all.
It's just about when and what time. Like, I wouldn't mind a Saturday afternoon show, but that's
not gonna happen.
It's not. Yeah. It's AEW. It's wrestling. It's gonna have to be on prime time, honestly.
Yeah.
But oh, and one thing I did want to say about the title belts are that I like that all of them are completely different from each other. Like, looking at them, they're completely different from each other. Like, the women's title just needs to be a little bit scaled up.
We already talked about the women's title and how
we're not going to talk about too much of that, but every design and
it's different.
The shape of every title is very different from every other one. Like the World Championship is very different from any title.
Yeah,
like it's the mid-card title, I guess, is red. Like, and it would look amazing had it been black too. Like, it's a really good design. And I would love the title to be black if the Dark Order wins.
Black with the gold and the silver. It's just it'd be awesome.
Same complete thing, like for the
same thing with just black leather. That's it.
Just black, and that would make sense if Brody Lee, not Brody Lee. I'm thinking of Villain Enterprises, who's actually not in Villain Enterprises anymore, but. Brody Lee should actually win that title, and there's rumors because they already taped the Saturday episode that he's gonna actually beat Cody.
Okay, I guess.
And
all right. Come on. Let's finish this shit up, please.
That's the last point. That was the last point.
Why wasn't this all said during the AEW portion of the show? Fuck you. With that being said, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching. You can follow us on Twitter at Pokes and Chokes, myself at _ Mr. Alex 25 _ you on the other side at
NU_KEW.
Facebook.com/Pokes and Chokes. Instagram at Poke Chokes Podcast. On Spotify. We're on Spotify. Listen to us on English. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, because they're switching from Google Music and they're completely taking that out. Stitcher and Transistor FM, Redbubble, Threadless, and Teespring's coming soon. Also, remember,
how soon?
Click the link in the description to win the free Google Home Mini. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.
Thank you for being here.